Hello, and welcome to the re-ride. I'm really glad you pulled us all out of bed in the middle of the night. I'm sure none of us were about to get any sleep anyway. The question writers don't usually like it when we waste all of their precious questions on just one player, but I say to hell with them. Are you new to the re-ride? Excellent, thank you. That makes all our jobs so much easier. I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but just in case, here are your buzzers. I am required to inform you that this is a non-profit fan project in no way associated with Jackbox Games. Good luck on your ride. Meet you at the bottom.
It's time for the show where hot culture and pop culture collide. And now, please welcome a man who has Cookie Masterson on speed dial, Sam Feely.
Man, that's a level of TV watching commitment I'm just not willing to try. If God wanted us to watch whatever the TV put in front of us, He wouldn't have given us remote controls or HDTV. I find people arguing about home repairs oddly relaxing. Are you ready for some football? Of course you're not. Let's play some You Don't Know Jack instead, my rowdy friends.
Okay, friendo, how much money am I giving away?
See, this is how it's done, and here's what we're doing next. I'll be back after this 10-minute commercial break. The NFL is notoriously litigious about unauthorized use of the phrase super.
The big game.
Oh, cool, thanks for proving my point. Then it feels like using terms like unalive and segs to circumvent autocensors on social media. And on that note, which of these is not a superb owl? Duo, the Duolingo mascot, Tobias from Animorphs, Woodsy, the U.S. Forest Service mascot, or Hedwig from the Harry Potter novels? Tobias morphs into a red-tailed hawk, not an owl. And then he gets stuck in that form, much like we are stuck in an endless cycle of Chief Soup
The last game.
appearances.
Hit your buzzer to set the value for the next question. Will our mystery guest enter and sign in, please?
No soup commercial for you. And they're off. Which of these brands would least likely buy an ad on the Super Bowl? Health Valley, Progresso, Bigelow, or Campbell's? Bigelow makes tea, not soup. Although I've never liked hot tea or any hot drinks, it's supposed to be good for my dulcet tones, but the only thing I want to be on fire when I'm calling a game is my team's offense.
Buzz in for the Bucks, baby.
That's what we're playing for, and here's what we're playing. Worse economic decisions than trading Luka Doncic. Even the most militantly committed sports ball haters will still watch the
Big Showdown
for the commercials. The most expensive ads imaginable, completely losing the plot of what their goods and services are supposed to be, and sometimes a self-inflicted death sentence. Which of these companies used a comedian famous for creating comically disastrous scenarios as a spokesman for a
The Gridiron Finale.
ad, then went out of business by the end of that same year? Pets.com, FTX, Quibi, or Enron?
Oh, you stupid son of a
It couldn't have played out any more like an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm if they did it on purpose. Dubbed retroactively the funniest
The Big Finale.
commercial in history by sports media blog Awful Announcing, Larry David says, I don't think so.
Hit your buzzer and let's see how much money. Good shoot. All right, here's what we're doing.
Wait, there's a football game on during the
The championship face-off.
Let's check out the question. Which of the following Super Bowl ads actually made it to air? Mickey Rooney burying his ass for Airborne, a sad assembly robot committing suicide for GM, women being seduced by produce for PETA, or an ad for the affair dating site Ashley Madison? Say what you will, but if you think about it, this is the kind of ad any company would do if it had the balls to try it. During Super Bowl 41 in 2007, General Motors really did run an ad featuring a quality-obsessed GM assembly robot who screws up on the job, gets fired, and jumps off a bridge before realizing it was all a dream. So enjoy the big game, everyone, and please buy a Chevy Blazer EV.
Okay, how much money am I giving away? You know the phrase, time is money? Well, here's the perfect example of that. There's a lot on the line in this round of When Did Happen. Let's see the category.
Swiftly moving on to the next one.
Remember, buzz in when you know whether each event happened before or after the main point, or if it never happened at all. Any questions? Too bad, time to begin.
Well, with the Kansas City Chiefs in
The grand finale.
yet again, be prepared for the gratuitous cutaways to Travis Kelce's girlfriend Taylor Swift watching from a luxury suite until it all comes crashing down, like all of her past relationships. And on that note, Taylor Swift releases We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. Death, taxes, the Chiefs and
The last game.
and Taylor Swift's relationships going down the toilet. History doesn't repeat itself, but it frequently rhymes. Now let's look at some famous breakups that have already happened. Ariana Grande releases Thank You Next after breaking up with Pete Davidson. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez break up for the first time. Montenegro declares independence from Serbia. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez break up for the second time. South Sudan declares independence from Sudan. Aaron Rodgers' Achilles tendon declares independence from his leg in his New York Jets debut. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez break up for the third time.
That's all 7.
Now, don't say I didn't warn you, Travis. Tay-Tay could cheat on you with your brother and seize all your assets during the game, and Swifties would still find a way to pin the blame on you.
You proud of your artistry? Or fartistry? Let's go. Pick a value. This won't make headlines, but you gotta start somewhere. Now let's see the category.
I'd wager that for $1. You know how before the
The football spectacle.
or other sports championship, the mayors of the team's home cities will wager something like some kind of famous local snacks? Suppose the mayors of Philadelphia and Kansas City decide not to default to cheesesteaks and barbecue and instead wager some other famous things from their respective cities. Which of these pairs would most likely be on the line? Heinz ketchup and Starbucks coffee, one of Mr. Rogers' sweaters and one of Bill Nye's coats, box sets of Home Improvement and Superstore, or Burt Bacharach and Meek Mill albums. The late pianist and record producer Burt Bacharach was born in Kansas City, and rapper Meek Mill is from Philadelphia. Late pianist. Hope that's not Taylor Swift's nickname for Travis Kelce.
Talk to me, kiddo. Give me a value. That's a spicy one. Wash it down with this.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting trophies. Here comes the questione. Suppose the NFL replaced the Vince Lombardi Trophy with the Vince Guaraldi Trophy. Which MVP would most likely win it? Most valuable psychologist? Most valuable... Oh, so that's Tay-Tay's nickname for Travis. Vince Guaraldi was a jazz pianist who composed the Charlie Brown theme and the score for animated TV specials like A Charlie Brown Christmas. The NFL tried to do a Peanuts TV special, but no one really wanted to watch something called It's a Grade 2 Concussion, Charlie Brown.
How much is this one worth to you? Buzz in and tell me.
Now stepping up to the plate. You belong with me, metaphorically. Can we go back to the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce thing? There's a rumor going around that says Travis will propose to Taylor after the game. Say Travis Kelce proposes to Taylor Swift, but he makes a modest proposal based on Jonathan Swift's famous essay. If Tay-Tay says yes, yes, what will they most likely do? Sell their A modest proposal is a satirical essay published in 1729 in which Jonathan Swift explains how poor Irish families could alleviate their economic troubles by selling their children to the rich as food. I know that sounds dark, but it would make that jingle funnier. My baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. No, literally, it's made of my son, Oscar.
Now's the time to hit your buzz. Lentils be lengthificator. Oh, God, no. Oh, yeah, I thought I smelled an open bottle of vintage 1995 lack of creativity. The real gibberish category is...
Take penicillin after exposure to gibberish questions.
Remember, speed's the key. The less time you take, the more cash at stake.
Okay, tell me what famous saying this rhymes with. Rhyme flowing through quiz? P curled. And ignore the punctuation, but not those symptoms. It's a commercial slogan. Call J.G. Wentworth. It's a commercial slogan featuring the winners of
The Big Showdown.
the military-industrial complex. Where are you going after your big win? I'm gonna go take a leak if you haven't figured it out by now. Patrick Mahomes, you and the Kansas City Chiefs just won the Super
The Big Game.
Bowl. What are you gonna do now? Rhyme flowing through quiz be curled. You're going to Disney World? Why would you do that to yourself after the meat grinder that is an NFL season? Between the never-ending lines, the overpriced tickets, food, and hotels, and the fact that it's in Florida, if I won
The championship face-off.
I'm going to take a 5-month nap. Wake me up when training camp starts.
Rise and shine, millennials. Let's get this bread. Today's special...
Shouldn't we have started here in the first place? Well, we've covered everything about the big game, but it still feels like something's missing. Man, I hate that feeling. What the hell could it be? Cover the
The Big Game.
commercials, the cities that are playing, the Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift rumors. Oh, I know what we forgot. The coin toss. Is it too late to start the game over? Assuming you have a 50-50 shot of winning a coin toss, which technically you don't, but that's for another game, which of these events is the closest to the same chance of happening? Shaquille O'Neal making a free throw, Tom Brady reaching the Super Bowl, Germany reaching the FIFA Men's World Cup final, or the United States winning the FIFA Women's World Cup? Shaq made free throws at a 52.8% clip during his NBA career, closer to the implied 50-50 odds of a coin flip than any of these other events. But there's a 100% chance that the entire city of Philadelphia will be ashes by the end of the week if the Eagles win. And probably if they lose, too.
Something, big bucks, no win.
For this clue, I'm going to have to employ my public address announcer voice. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineups. You'll just have to imagine Alan Roach's voice in your head from here. Good luck.
The results are in. How much are you taking home? Wow, incredible performance. But if a player gets a high score in a trivia game and there's no one there to see it, did it ever really happen?